return, punt block, that sets up their game.
And what we've seen in the first half is an excellent job by Steve Spurrier, with just really one day to get ready for this game, actually empty the backfield and go five open and get the tight end down there to score a touchdown. And I tell you, that's pretty gutsy.
Especially with Danny Wuerffel throwing the ball, because it takes forever for the ball to get there. He throws the softest ball I've ever seen.
I'm smiling because Terry really likes that tight end. You know you avoided that name.
Oh, I had to avoid it because I couldn't remember it. Zeron Flemister. I got it written down here, folks. I know my stuff. Don't be misled.
Earlier today, another Thanksgiving Day. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
The New England Patriots up into the Detroit Lions by the score of 20-12.
Let's go to the tape. All right, Joey Harrington. Now, what a great call. This is an interception by Bruschi, the middle linebacker. They knew that if they blitzed the outside linebacker, the blitz control was to the tight end. Bruschi's there for it. Interception. There's your final. 20-12. Patriots off and running at 7-5.
And what they do now, as you well know, in the AFC East, they right on the heels of Miami. Hey, folks, that wraps up the Visa halftime. Coming up, a special performance, Zeron Flemister. Not by him, but Leanne Rhymes. That after this.
Visa is proud to celebrate the fans this season. Visa, it's everywhere NFL fans want to be. Matt Kenseth and the NASCAR Young Guns were born to make racing more exciting. The Daytona 500 returns this February only on Fox.
Live performances by Justin Timberlake, Avril Lavigne, Nelly, Faith Hill, and more. Cedric the Entertainer hosts the 2002 Billboard Music Awards Monday, December 9th on Fox.
If you haven't seen 24,
Give me a name!
If you lay a hand on me, you'll be taken off the case.
this is the episode you must not miss.
You were going to tell me everything I want to know, and I will kill you.
24, all new, 9/8 Central, Fox Tuesday.
Peyton, man, what are we going to do? The game's on the line. All right, hook and ladder. Ready? Break!
They're at midfield with seconds on the clock. If they complete a pass, I don't think they can get out of bounds and stop the clock. Whoa! Look at this! What a play! Oh, baby, that's classic!
Now, this is a classic. It's all yours.
Nah, I got my own.
The size you want, the team you want. Get your own Gridiron Classic available at NFL Shop on NFL.com.
Just knowing the fact that you have the capabilities and the opportunities to go and affect someone's life is something enough to where it can inspire you to get up out of bed regardless of how selfish you want to be on your off day. Every athlete comes from some type of community that have been supportive of the National Football League. To be able to reach back to touch communities across the country is very important.
So beautiful.
I think it's a wonderful thing the NFL tries to get across, that, you know, while we may be football players on Sundays, we also do a lot of things in our communities and kind of take what we've been given and spread the wealth and share some of the joy that we have with some of the less fortunate people that are right there behind our stadiums. What we do on the field is here and now, but what you do for people off the field is remembered forever.
Because I have been to 3 Super Bowls, and I can just tell you it really doesn't compare to seeing a child who's ill become healthy, seeing a child who's lacking food or clothes be provided for, seeing a child who can't read learn to read. And you're helping society. You are helping America. Our job is still out there for us, and we're going to be there. We're over 75 years now, and we're going to be there for a long time to come.
Thanksgiving is a time when people across our great country come together with family and loved ones to count their blessings and give thanks. With the frantic pace that most of our lives keep today, the holiday season also becomes a time when we can pause and give back to those who have been less fortunate. Because need knows no season, we also give thanks for the men and women of the Salvation Army who graciously give their time so that millions more may benefit year-round. The tradition of helping children and families is a driving force in the Dallas Cowboys' commitment to the Salvation Army. Please join Gene and Jerry Jones and Salvation Army Commissioners Todd and Carol Bassett as they kick off the Salvation Army's annual kettle campaign. Tomorrow, 20,000 red kettles will appear across the country to encourage Americans to give something extra to those in need. The world is filled with small miracles of kindness and generosity. Each of us can make a difference. We hope that during this holiday season, you will open your hearts and become one of those miracles.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Leanne Rod.
You were frank and fine. Baby, I would give to your word out. You left me lying in a pool of doubt. You're still thinking you're the daddy Mac. You should have known better, but you didn't, and I can't go back. Oh, life goes on, and it's only gonna make me strong. It's a fact. Once you get on board, take it back, 'cause you can't go back. Oh, it's a fact.
Well done, Leanne Rhymes. The Washington Redskins try to keep their playoff hopes alive. A lead at the half. Second half coming up next.
You're watching a Fox NFL Thanksgiving Day special.
From the earliest moments of our lives, being safe often meant being held back. Now, it also means you're free to go anywhere you want, anytime you want, with Volvo all-wheel drive. Safety cleverly disguised as freedom.
Jingle bells, groovy Dulek players all the way. Oh, Christmas tree, there's a Dulek DVD VHS player under you. Deck the halls with Dulek players, fa la 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 la. Hey, buddy, where'd you come from? And all you shoppers, don't miss that Target 2-day sale. Merry Christmas.
Beginning October 23rd, 2001, all ATVs and snowmobiles are now required to have liability insurance. Whether you're into ATVs or snowmobiles, Westmoreland Insurance is ready to help you with any insurance needs. Check out our website at www.webinsurequote.com. We have online quotes for all your insurance needs, plus it's the quickest and easiest way to get insured. Westmoreland Insurance. Insurance for your life, for the way you live today.
Lesson 1.
Stilvoll.
Stylish.
Kraftvoll.
Powerful.
Was für ein Auto ist das?
What kind of car is this?
Introducing the all-new 240 horsepower Accord from Honda. Wie haben Sie das geschafft?
How did they do it?
Al the Oxen Rider on Pittsburgh's most watched 10 o'clock newscast on Fox 53.
There's an easier way to get the gear the pros wear this holiday season. Call 877-NFL-SHOP for the biggest selection of authentic NFL gear. For your free team catalog, call 877-NFL-SHOP or go to NFL Shop on NFL.com.
It's a 14-10 Washington lead, moments away from the start of the second half. Pam Oliver is standing by down on the sideline. Pam?
Hey, Joe, with the Cowboys down by 4, Dave Campo wants to see two things in the second half. He says we want to run the ball better and pass defend. He says other than a couple of plays defensively, he felt like that the Cowboys did a good job. As for the Redskins, Steve Spurrier said, really happy with that second quarter, Pam. We want to play like we did in the second quarter in the second half. They want to mix it up between the pass and the run a little bit better, and defensively, with those linebackers hurt, he says guys just have to step up. Back to you.
All right, Pam, so we'll see how the Dallas Cowboy offense can take advantage of the Washington defense with the linebackers.
Somebody go. He might win the galloping gobbler, that guy. That's pretty impressive.
Somebody go catch that guy. Well, let's talk about, what do you want to talk about? I leave it up to you, Mr. Cowboys.
You know, I think that what Pam said and Dave Campo said, I think is exactly right, that they've got to run the ball a little bit more and a little bit more effectively because they're not pass protecting for Chad Hutchinson right now. That's going to be a real key.
And I say, Mr. Cowboys, by the way, knowing right now that you're a completely impartial journalist. You now stepped into the world of journalism.
That's what happens when you don the headset here. Right?
This is what journalism feels like, Chris.
You guys are pathetic, man. You know, Danny Wuerffel to me is the story of the first half. Here he comes out early in the ball game, throws the 2 interceptions, and then turns around in that second quarter and really begins to play some pretty good football.
Kenny Watson takes the opening kick of this second half and gets a good return out across the 35. Marked down at the 37-yard line. And we're looking at some of the statistics as they rough it up down in the field. Leanne Rhymes got them all upset at each other listening to the music. She did a great job at halftime. There are some of the first half stats. See the turnovers. A couple of interceptions thrown by Wuerffel. By the way, no points off turnovers in this game so far. And key injuries. Barker, the punter, out with a broken nose. Trotter, Armstead out with a knee. Ankle for Adams, and Girard a groin. So across the offensive line, they have enough to fill the spots, but nobody healthy to back up anymore. As Wuerffel starts the second half with a throw, and he finds his fullback Johnson. Tackle is made at the 44. Dexter Coakley is in on the stop for the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, and Washington comes right out in a 3-wide set, and when they do that, they get Pete Hunter. The Dallas Cowboys, they get him out on the field, not a great cover guy. That is a formation that favors the Washington Redskins. They stay with it right here.
But you have to be able to protect out of this thing.
Wuerffel again changing it up at the line. Plenty of time on the play clock. Great effort, but incomplete. Willie Jackson, the former Atlanta Falcon, the intended receiver. Pressure on the play by Brandon Noble, the big defensive tackle for the Cowboys. Third down coming up.
Yeah, that one, exactly what I was talking about. The Dallas Cowboys, as soon as they see that 3-wide receiver look, they start looking to try and bring some more people because the Redskins just aren't in a position to protect the way they are in their 2-back set.
Third down and 3. Wuerffel throws, and it's caught for a first down. That's Derrius Thompson. And he's brought down at the Dallas 46.
Well, and that's what I was talking about earlier. Derrius Thompson's going to be working the inside slot against Pete Hunter. And that's just an easy first down. He runs down, runs the curl route, gets the ball on him. And right now the Cowboys are playing some man-to-man coverage, and I don't know that they have the corners that can hold up against this receiving group for the Redskins.
Blitz coming from Dallas. At least they show it on first down and 10, and they come. Redskins pick it up enough, and wide open is Thompson. The catch is made, marked out of bounds just inside the 12. Thompson ended up on the safety Dixon, a gain of 35 on the play.
And it all starts up front. Danny Wuerffel barely able to get this pass out. Hangs it up with enough air underneath it so that working against the safety, Tony Dixon, who obviously is not a very good cover guy, pretty easy pitch and catch.
Well, he's not a good cover guy at all. In fact, they don't ever want to see him in coverage. They would prefer to play zone, let him come up and be the 8th guy in the box in the running game. That time, because they're playing man-to-man, he gets caught in coverage. Obviously, just completely out of position.
Just shy of the 11-yard line. Play clock is winding down, and Wuerffel has to spend a Washington timeout. But the Redskins have the lead, and they're looking for more.
Enter Southwest Airlines take your team to the Super Bowl sweepstakes, and you could win a trip to the Super Bowl for you and 10 friends.
How'd he make the list?
Brother-in-law.
Naturally.
Enter at southwest.com/Super Bowl.
This Friday from 7 a.m. till noon only, it's the early bird sale at Radio Shack. Shop early and save big with incredible deals. Like this sharp organizer, only $5. And this Go Anywhere talking picture frame, also just $5. Radio Shack.
This Friday, Zales is opening early with an extra $100 to $300 savings from 8 to 10 a.m. Like this $3.99 1-carat 3-stone diamond bracelet, now just $1.99 at Zales, the diamond store.
Life is full of difficult choices, and some not so difficult. When you purchase an elegantly redesigned mid-size 2003 Saturn L Series, you can choose $2,500 toward your down payment. Or get 0% financing, 0 down payment, and 0 payments for 90 days. Unfortunately, this not-so-difficult choice ends January 2nd. Purchase a 2003 Saturn L Series and get $2,500 toward down payment, or 0% APR, 0 down payment, and 0 monthly payment for 90 days. See participating retailer for restrictions.
This telecast is copyrighted by the NFL for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or of any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NFL's consent is prohibited.
This Fox NFL special is brought to you by Saturn, makers of the View, redesigned L Series, and the all-new Ion.
More of the folks in our trucks. I know we don't have the best announcers in football, but we got the best crew. They are outstanding, working hard every week. First down and 10 from just outside the 10. Wuerffel faked the handoff, looking for somewhere to go with it, and he finds Thompson for the touchdown. 3 touchdown throws today from Danny Wuerffel.
Well, I think an awfully good call by Steve Spurrier. A little bit of a trick play there. They come off the play action, allow Wuerffel to sprint out to the right. And he gets him the football, but just a very well-designed play by Steve Spurrier. And as you can tell, Dallas Cowboys had no idea what was coming at him.
You can see the catch was good as Tuthill misses the extra point, and Tuthill is really struggling. The kicking game for the Redskins a mess right now, but the good news for Washington, they add to their lead. 6 more points, up 20-10.
Life is full of difficult choices, and some not so difficult. When you purchase an elegantly redesigned mid-size 2003 Saturn L Series, you can choose $2,500 toward your down payment. Or get 0% financing, 0 down payment, and 0 payments for 90 days. Unfortunately, this not-so-difficult choice ends January 2nd. Purchase a 2003 Saturn L Series and get $2,500 toward down payment, or 0% APR, 0 down payment, and 0 monthly payment for 90 days. See participating retailer for restrictions.
This Friday only, it's the Ace one-day sale. The Ace one-day sale, this Friday only at Ace.
You know that I love my chilies, chilies with spice, so nice.
There's a place that jazzes up their flame-grilled ribeye and loads their new mashed potatoes with cheddar and bacon. Want more flavor? Come to Chili's.
The same blood runs through our veins. He can feel what you feel.
He seems to have the ability to reach into my thoughts.
He can see what you see. And he knows he's going after Earth what you fear most. I'll show you my true nature. On December 13th, a generation's final journey begins. Star Trek Nemesis, rated PG-13, starts Friday, December 13th.
For anyone who's ever done hard time at the office, comes the comedy that proves your coworkers are as crazy as you think.
We want our cream back, and our forks, knives, and spoons. No more sporks and knives and knife-foons. It's like a Dr. Seuss kitchen down there.
Andy Richter, season premiere at 9:30 Fox Sunday.
Because of the injury to Brian Barker, the holder, Shane Matthews, now the holder, and he's just interested in getting the thing on the ground, laces back, and I can tell you as a former holder, those kickers get a little flipped out when they see those laces. There's really no excuse for Tuthill. Got to be able to kick an extra point.
Woody Dantzler waits for it, takes it from near the 10. And he collapses at the 27. Let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. As you look at Mr. Woodson there. Top 6 make the playoffs, the division leaders, and then you would have Atlanta and New Orleans. But you see Washington still on the list, trying to even their record at 500 with a win today. St. Louis still trying to get to 500. They were there for a while at 5-5, but lost to Washington. They'll be at Philly this week. So Washington, they still have hopes of making the playoffs. New Orleans has fallen off tough times the last couple of weeks, and Atlanta is the hottest team in the NFC. Hutchinson had his arm hit. to force Chris Collinsworth to laugh like Scooby-Doo. And it's 2nd down and 10.
Front row. That one went in the front row.
You know, I think you're right, Joe, talking about the playoff picture in Atlanta. They've won the last 2 games. Clearly, they've got the hand up on everybody as far as getting in, but it's an awfully tight race. And the other team that I wouldn't rule out, even though they lost last week, was the St. Louis Rams. They have a chance still to even win that division.
2nd down and 10. Emmitt Smith. Big day for Emmitt Smith when he's had a chance. Meaning A, when he gets the ball, B, when this banged-up offensive line gives him room to run. And Bruce Smith made the tackle after this gain of 15.
I feel like I'm in a time warp watching Emmitt here in this ball game. This is the old Emmitt Smith. People getting their arms on him, the spin, the turnaround, and running for 15, 20 yards. What a day by Emmitt Smith.
Anytime you feel like you're in a time warp, just look to your left. A reverse. Galloway. Nice work by Galloway to avoid 1 tackle. He spins forward to the 48, a gain of 6.
Joey Galloway told us yesterday that they would have the reverse up in this game. They run it there. He said he's been trying to talk to Bruce Coslett about letting him throw the football, but I don't think he has shown enough in his arm to give any confidence to Bruce Coslett to let him let the ball go.
I think he was just happy to get away from Champ Bailey for a play.
There's only one reason why Joey Galloway is here in Dallas, and that reason is sitting up here in the booth with Chris Collinsworth and Joe Buck. What'd you tell Galloway?
Well, the reason I'm up here in the booth is because Joey Galloway went down in the first game he played with me.
More on that and other trials and tribulations from the Cowboys after this.
MP3 player, digital camera, DVD player. Very nice. Looks like somebody's kids are going to be very happy this holiday.
Kids! I'll be right.
Something for everyone. Circuit City has tons of great gift ideas this holiday season. Circuit City, we're with you.
Hey, my wife loves these things. All wives love things.
Could you...
Is America ready for The Simpsons on reality TV?
There's that kid with my latte. He's not coming, is he? Is he?
The Simpsons, all new at 8/7 Central, Fox Sunday.
From the troops of 1-7 to the rest of America, happy Thanksgiving. Get ready!
And again from the 17th Cavalry Division, M1 tank weighs 77 tons, can go 60 miles per hour.
I know a lot of people watching on the Armed Forces Network, really around the world. We want to certainly say happy Thanksgiving to all of you, and thanks for what you do.
2nd down and 4 here for the Dallas Cowboys. Emmitt Smith runs into the linebacker Kevin Mitchell, who's playing in place of the injured Jeremiah Trotter in the middle. For the Redskins and their defense, they have been busy, and in the backfield of the Dallas Cowboys, plenty of time. 4 sacks today. Bruce Smith has 2 of them. By the way, Smith is starting to creep up. He's now only 7 sacks shy of tying Reggie White for the all-time lead in the history of the NFL.
Well, they've definitely been able to get pressure on Chad Hutchinson today. Some of that is coverage sacks with his great secondary, but also some of it is Chad Hutchinson just hanging on to the football.
Third down and 5. Over the middle, it's incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. And it's against the Washington Redskins. Redskins bench is trying to argue that the ball was tipped.
Pass interference, defense, number 31, automatic, first down.
David Terrell, the free safety. Was this ball tipped? No, it just came out ugly.
Well, you can see right there, David Terrell over his back and over the back of Tony McGee, and yeah, good call by the official.
So that brings the ball down to the 42-yard line. And the throw is short. Galloway, while we look at Galloway, and now a little action behind the play. Carl Powell and Chad Hutchinson get up talking to each other. No flag on the play. We watched Champ Bailey cover Joey Galloway.
Just a fantastic job on the outside, and I think what they're doing now, Troy, is they're saying, all right, I know Joey Galloway can't get behind him, so we're going to try that stop route because Champ Bailey's beating him to the point.
Well, and they were working on that the other day in practice, trying to throw that fade stop. Champ Bailey gets up on top. They want to throw it to Joey Galloway's back shoulder. They had about as much success in practice as they had right there on that one.
Second down and 10. Trying to set up a screen. Emmitt Smith brought down in the backfield. And the play by Jesse Armstead, who's back in the lineup for the Redskins. That'll bring up a third and forever for Dallas.
This Redskin defense just doing a fabulous job right now. And Jesse Armstead does a great job right there of fighting through two potential blockers in order to get to Emmitt Smith.
Born right here in Dallas, Texas, 5 consecutive Pro Bowls with the Giants. Was twice named their defensive MVP, a star player. The only question is how much is left in the tank. At least a little bit on that play.
Redskins showing blitz, and they come. Arrington is picked up, and over the middle, the pass is incomplete. Kenyon Rambo, the intended receiver, and the little cornerback, the rookie from Oregon, Rashad Bauman, was defending for Washington.
Well, there's just nowhere for Chad Hutchinson to throw the football. Just a great job by the secondary. Again, they're locked up in man-to-man coverage, and across the board, there was just nobody given a chance for Chad Hutchinson to get him the ball.
And Joey Galloway, who is such a good player and having such a great year this year, Champ Bailey's just eating him alive, running stride for stride down the sideline.
See the day for Filipovic. His 6th effort. Bailey will let it go over his head, and it takes a good Dallas bounce. It'll be down to the 3. That's where the Redskins will take it. They lead by 10.
legendary bloodline is about to boil. Cadillac. Breakthrough.
Sorry.
It's okay. Stop! Tim here is on his first date, and his family has some advice. With T-Mobile, families can talk all they want. Oh.
Hello?
Let her win.
Hello?
Tell her she smells nice.
Hello?
Does she come from money?
Hello?
Does she have a sister? Wrong number.
Families talk free. Additional lines just $10. Only from T-Mobile.
Get more.
This Fox NFL special is brought to you by Southwest Airlines, proud sponsor of the NFL and official airline of Super Bowl 37. By Cadillac, bold vehicles defying convention. By T-Mobile, get more minutes, more features, more service. And by Dr. Pepper and your local Dr. Pepper bottler. Be you, nothing's better, Dr. Pepper.
102nd consecutive sellout here at Texas Stadium, and this big crowd is trying to urge this defense to do something. Coming in ranked 9th in the National Football League, and they have been shredded by Danny Wuerffel in this Washington offense. Good play. Stephen Davis brought down. Dat Nguyen, the middle linebacker, made the stop.
Mike Zimmer, the defensive coordinator, said that last week Dat Nguyen just didn't play very well at all. They expected big things today, and so far we've seen plays like this all over the field from Dat Nguyen.
Second and 12 after a loss of 2. Looking for a quick throw. It wasn't there, and Wuerffel floats it out of bounds. 3rd and 12 coming up.
Cowboy defense there doing a good job of getting in the passing lanes, not giving Danny Wuerffel anywhere to throw the football, but Danny knows that he has got to be able to get rid of the football, can't afford to hang on to it in the pocket. Sprints out and unloads it, makes a good decision. As you see right there, Derek Ross in good coverage.
Timeout called for by Washington. They're left with only 1. And they're facing a 3rd down and 12, backed up near their own end zone.
Rated T for teen. I alone have the 5th freedom. The right to spy, appropriate, destroy, and eliminate to ensure that American freedoms are protected. If captured, my leaders will disavow any knowledge of my existence. I am Sam Fisher. I am a splinter cell. For infiltration, there is no power greater than X.
I need a car. No, a convertible. A red one. With under 15,000 miles.
Autotrader.com. With 2 million new or used cars, you can find the one you really want. And with millions of shoppers, you can sell the one you already have. It's the ultimate automotive classified site. Autotrader.com. Your car is waiting.
Start your holiday at Lowe's, the only place to be. All day this Friday. Get a 2 cubic foot Sharp microwave oven for only $70. Get a Skill 12-volt cordless drill, a $50 value for only $25. Use your Lowe's card. There are 0 payments, 0 finance charges until June 2003. And Lowe's promises low prices every day, guaranteed. Lowe's, the only place to go. All day this Friday.
I'm a player in the National Football League, but that is not who I am. I'm a member of a community
Dedicated to making a difference
in people's lives.
I'm a player in the National Football League.
Instead of taking a delay of game call and losing only about half a yard, the Redskins used their second time out of this second half, and they're faced with a 3rd and 12. Remember, their punter, Brian Barker, is injured. A big play here for the Dallas defense, an opportunity. Wuerffel dumps it off. It's picked off. Williams, touchdown. That's making the most of an opportunity. What you're going to see is pressure up the middle. The Roy Glover right here is going to beat his man, get up inside and put pressure. The Dallas Cowboys win with 6 defensive backs.
one linebacker and 4 down linemen on that defensive stand there. They had the defensive backs in the game get the interception for the touchdown.
First touchdown for Roy Williams, the rookie, his 3rd interception. And it's a 3-point game. Danny Wuerffel has thrown 3 touchdown passes today, and now 3 interceptions. The reaction from Spurrier. 2017 Washington, 8:53 left, 3rd quarter.
Yeah, ever since I got this, I feel
Stronger, faster.
yeah, I'm doing this, doing that, bang, bang, bang. You know, this thing has turned me into what's the word?
Want a more powerful phone? Switch to Sprint and get unlimited PCS vision, unlimited night and weekend minutes, and 300 anytime minutes. And now at Sprint stores, get great deals instantly on PCS phones with full-color screens.
So you just go around in your costume helping people?
And I do what I can.
PCS from Sprint. Clearly, the phone to give or get.
Taste buds, 2 kinds. The little yes men sitting at the tip of your tongue sipping new age mango flavored tap water, and the boys in the back of the class getting all the glory. So for them, there's new Red Fusion from Dr. Pepper. Red Fusion, who's your soda?
Well, we've talked about how the Redskins are trying to keep their playoff hopes alive for the Dallas Cowboys coming in with a record of 4-7. This was the game that they circled that still had some meaning before the end of the season. Future, their head coach, Dave Campo, very much in doubt at best, as he hopes his veteran players who stood up this week motivate this team to get something done against their rival, the Redskins. This is Cartwright from the 15. Brock Cartwright tripped himself and falls forward across the 30. Marked down just shy of the 33-yard line. They'll give Steele the tackle.
The amazing thing about this play is Roy Williams is basically going to give him this catch. Redskins just trying to get it out so they can punt the football, and Kenny Watson just hands it to him. And poor Danny Wuerffel's back there in the back of the end zone and has absolutely no idea what happened on the play.
Yeah, that's right. Roy Williams was going to allow them to make the catch, come up and make the tackle, make them punt the football. Should have been completed, and that should have been what happened. Can't handle the ball. Interception, touchdown, Roy Williams.
Back to work is Wuerffel. Play clock was down to 4, and that's Stephen Davis with a head of steam out to the 40. Now they move it back to the 39.
Cowboys playing a lot more man coverage than I've seen out of them, willing to go one-on-one on the outside. One of the tough parts about playing man coverage, though, is should you be able to pop one up the middle, there really isn't much support. That time, Stephen Davis nearly got it out.
And Mark Davis down at the 39. 2nd down and a couple. Blitz coming from Dallas. Davis to the near sideline. Fighting for 1st down yardage, and we'll see where they marked him out. Marked him out shy of the 1st down, 3rd and a yard coming up.
You know, 2 weeks ago, Stephen Davis came out publicly and openly complained about not being utilized the way that he thought he should be. Thought he should be getting more carries. They came out last week, gave him 31 carries. They win the ball game. That seems to be the formula that is going to take them over the top here today. They need to continue to give him the ball.
Quarterback sneak from Wuerffel. And they're going to mark Wuerffel down with enough yardage for a 1st down.
Danny Wuerffel's a guy, and he was telling us in our meeting last week that he made the comment that there's really only 2 guys or 2 people in the world that think I can still play quarterback in the NFL, Steve Spurrier and my wife. He said when he got home, he got a call from his dad and said, hey, wait a minute now. I believe you can play as well. He's doing a pretty good job. In his 2 starts, the Redskins offense has looked better than it has otherwise.
Play action to Davis. The throw to Davis, and another near interception. Dexter Coakley had it for a moment, but could not keep it. And the ball hit the turf. Incomplete pass.
And that looked to me like Dexter Coakley was all over him before the ball got there.
It's a game of piggyback.
It looked like it clearly might have been pass interference. Dexter Coakley, number 52 there. Looks like he got to Stephen Davis prior to the ball getting there, but no flag was called.
The end of the play, Stephen Davis got a hand in right there and knocked it away from Coakley, who nearly had the 4th interception of the day for the Cowboy defense. More play action. This is the fullback Johnson. They'll give him forward progress to the 47-yard line. 3rd down coming up. Kevin Hardy on the tackle.
Yeah, I don't think you can say enough about Kevin Hardy and what he's meant to this defensive team. Him and Leroy Glover both coming in the offseason, free agent acquisitions. Both of them have been tremendous locker room guys. And when you talked about the veteran players that spoke to the team, one of them was Kevin Hardy. Another one was Leroy Glover, who have not played in this rivalry, but they knew how important this game was going to be.
Out of the backfield, never looking for it, was Watson. And time for the Redskins to punt. And James Tuthill, who's the place kicker, will come out for his first punt.
That time the Dallas Cowboys faked a blitz at the bottom side of the field where Danny Wuerffel threw the hot read that time, but actually came from the top. They lured him into a hot read that really wasn't even there.
Joey Galloway waiting deep for Dallas. And a beauty punt, but on a line drive, it takes a hop and goes into the end zone. 6:08 remaining in this 3rd quarter, and Dallas will get the ball at their own 20. This week, the undisputed champion of pregame shows returns with JB, Terry, Howie, and Jimmy. They get you ready for kickoff. Jimmy will have part 2 in that sit-down interview with Jerry Jones. And there's more doubleheader action. Bears and Packers, Rams and Eagles late. Down in the truck.
Hey, guys. Happy Thanksgiving. Dad, happy birthday. We love you. Take care. This is Al One.
Artie Kempner.
That's our guy.
Emmett Smith. Smith out to the 24, a gain of 4.
If truth be known, Artie would like to direct and call the game from there.
And be on camera the entire time.
Correct.
He does that anyway. You should hear what I'm hearing during the game.
There he is. There's a handsome guy.
Greg Scopatoni, all the people who help bring you the NFL on Fox. Dave Hill, a.k.a. Eric Clapton, the later years. 2nd down and 6. Redskins come on a blitz. Emmett Smith turned nothing into something. Out to the 29. Really made the tackle.
Picked up LeVar Arrington well on the blitz that time. They really, you can see this Dallas Cowboys game plan has been focused in on number 56, and he really hasn't been much of a factor in this ball game. Going to blitz right up the middle there. They pick it up, and it gave Emmett enough time to dance around and find a hole.
3rd down and 1. A throw on 3rd and 1. Off his back foot. Coming back for it is the fullback, Robert Thomas. And a first down into Washington territory.
Did you teach him that throw, Troy?
Well, I can tell you he's not going to be in this league long if he keeps trying to make those kinds of throws. But he gets away with it here. Chad Hutchinson, under a little bit of pressure, he just throws it up in the air, and you don't want to do that very many times. But Robert Thomas is able there working against Kevin Mitchell to come back to the ball and make the play.
Mitchell playing in place of the injured Jeremiah Trotter, who left with a knee injury early. That's Hambrick. to the 40. Running hard for 8 yards.
You know, Troy Hambrick really has, in his limited opportunities this year, shown something from the running back position. He's a guy that has been a special team star around here for a long time, leads the team this year in special teams tackles, probably the best blocking back that they have back there. But when they hand him the football, he's a very, very determined runner and really has created this controversy with Emmitt Smith here.
Not only with his play, but with his mouth. 2nd down and 2. Hambrick, 1st down. Lowers his head and gets near the 30. I know you call it Troy being Troy with some of the comments that he's made the past couple of weeks. When anybody with a microphone puts it in front of his face, he's kind of talking like out with the old, in with the new. It's time for me to shine here.
Well, and he's an innocent guy. He doesn't mean anything malicious by the comments that he's made, but he says what he thinks. And Hambrick now, they want to evaluate him. They want to see what he can do, but he's only carried the ball 7 times. Is the most he's carried in any one game.
Fake reverse. Emmitt Smith keeps it and picks up another Dallas 1st down at the 18.
Well, a little dipsy-do from the Cowboys. They've been running this reverse a lot this year to Joey Galloway. And Champ Bailey that time, as well as he's been doing on Joey Galloway, had a little trouble with that shake and bake from Emmitt.
Well, I think that's one of the frustrating things for Troy Hambrick. We saw him make the big gain on the previous play. They immediately take him out of the game, put Emmitt Smith back in. Now it looks like they got Troy Hambrick back in the lineup.
The tight end McGee in motion, and they hand to Hambrick. Nowhere to go. Good play by Ohalete, the safety up to make the stop. A loss of 1 on the play.
Yeah, so if you look at what's happened here at this running back position, they talked about it going into last week's ball game. They wanted to try to get the ball to Troy Hambrick a little bit more. Actually, 2 weeks ago, he got the bulk of the carries in that game. And then last week, Emmitt had the ball 20 times. And Troy Hambrick did not get many carries. And you look at today's game, Hambrick has got 7 carries. And Emmitt again carrying most of the load.
2nd down and 11. Hutchinson with all day. Out of the reach of Galloway.
Well, again, pretty good coverage by the Washington Redskins. Just not given anywhere for Chad Hutchinson to throw the football. They go into a zone coverage now. They've been playing more man, but their zone here, Joey Galloway unable to shake it loose. And then you take a look at Antonio Bryant. Nowhere for him to go either.
It's one of the things, though, that Chad Hutchinson has been doing better of late. When it's not there, just throw the things out of bounds and try it again on the next down.
Which is this, 3rd and 11. Within field goal range. And nearly picked off. Arrington, you can hear him groan after not coming up with that interception, and it'll be a field goal try for the Cowboys to try and tie it.
Joey Arrington, I don't think he can believe he missed this ball. That was one of those, let's go jog down the sideline and wave to mama kind of plays. Big opportunity to turn this game right back around the other way. Also, that missed extra point coming into play right now.
I'll say. Cundiff, 1 for 1 today. Pushed it. And Washington still leads it by 3. More kicking game and special teams trouble for the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, you see the snap and you see the hold. Everything looked perfect there. Cundiff just pushes it out right.
So the 37-yard try is pushed right, and it's still 20-17 Washington.
And let's just be honest with the kicking situation of the Dallas Cowboys. If the Cowboys were in the playoff hunt, neither of their kickers would even be on this football team.
Steve Hoffman, the kicking coach, talking with Cundiff, who is disappointed the Cowboys again. Stephen Davis got only 2. Tex Schramm always said his most memorable game these Thanksgiving Day games and for Dallas Cowboy fans will be this one, 1974. Staubach goes down with a neck injury. In comes Clint Longley. 2 touchdown throws, including a 50-yarder with a minute left in the fourth quarter to Drew Pearson. And a come from behind 24-23 victory for Dallas.
Clint Longley never to be heard from again after that game.
Wuerffel changes it on 2nd down and 8. Hands it off to Stephen Davis. That was big number 31 coming up, Roy Williams, to make the last hit. A gain of 4 on the play, and it's 3rd down with 32 seconds and counting remaining on the clock. And if Washington wishes, they can let the 3rd quarter expire here. And they will.
It is 3rd down 4.
Well, it's setting up as another one of those Dallas Cowboys, Washington Redskins kind of games here as we head for the 4th quarter. What if they're starting to paint the game ball for Daniel Snyder as Steve Spurrier predicted when he first took this job?
If you had to guess, what would the answer be to that?
No.
It's a 3-point game at the end of 3. Washington 20, Dallas 17. This NFL on Fox Thanksgiving special will continue after a word from your local Fox station.
You're watching a Fox NFL Thanksgiving Day special.
Fill your hearts throughout the year. Happy holidays from UPMC.
This holiday, you can give a homeless pet the best gift of all. When you visit the PetSmart Holiday Village. Because right now, for every pound of food you buy at PetSmart, we'll make a donation to help save the lives of homeless pets. Together, our efforts will help raise over $1 million. So one day, all pets may enjoy the kind of love your pets enjoy every day.
Get 0% APR financing with 0 down payment and 0 payments for 90 days on every 2003 Aztec in Montana. At your Western Pennsylvania Pontiac dealers.
Seinfeld, one of the Fox 53 classic comedies. Weeknights at 7:30.
It's a 20-17 Washington lead. Couple old friends getting together down there on the sideline. Troy, what's the Cowboys?
Crazy Ray.
Crazy Ray.
Chick magnets.
3rd down and 4. Wuerffel over the middle. Doring with the attempt, and it's incomplete.
Chris Doring wants that one challenged. He said, "Oh yeah, I caught it, coach." Restoring that guy that Danny Wuerffel was telling us last night that when all the chips are on the table, now that thing hit the ground. When all the chips were down and he had one completion to make, he would have thrown it to Chris Doring. He tried there, but just short-armed it a bit.
Yeah, he just didn't make a very good throw there. If he gets the ball up, he's got a chance, and he's gotten a little erratic on some of his throws here as of late.
Well, this got a shot. There's no coverage at all.
Line drive punt, Galloway with room in front of him. To the sideline and now down it. Tiptoeing up near midfield. They'll mark him out at the 47-yard line. We showed you the old galloping gobbler. That's the trophy that we will be giving out after this game. Auditions were held during the week.
No
When they saw this last guy,
absolutely not.
It was over.
Ah, perfection.
I just want you guys to know I expect a healthy Christmas bonus from Fox for that acting.
So you were the inspiration.
Well, yeah, you know, handsome guy. A lot of statues built over my body, big boy.
Off the chest of Champ Bailey, who nearly had one right into his stomach from Hutchinson as Galloway fell down. Pressure on the play by Gardner. 2nd down and 10 for Dallas.
Boy, Joey Galloway just falling back. Champ Bailey just with a golden opportunity right there to make that interception. As you take a look at the numbers from what he did last week to today, Champ Bailey just doing an outstanding job against him.
On 2nd down, handoff to Emmett. Penalty flag comes flying in at the end of the play. Jesse Armstead made the tackle for Washington. And this is against Dallas. Bailey a little slow getting back up. Shake off some sort of leg injury after that play, but the penalty is against the Dallas Cowboys.
Holding. Offense. Number 88. 10-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Let's see if Bruce Coslett now sees what's going on with Champ Bailey and maybe tries to take advantage with Joey Galloway. There's Bruce, former head coach of the Bengals, former head coach of the New York Jets.
Darrell Green just came in to take over for Bailey, and Bailey waved him off. Said he was okay to continue. And before the play, penalty flags and whistles.
Prior to the snap, ball start, offense, number 88, 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
Last 2 penalties, the hold and now the false start on the wide receiver Antonio Bryant.
Yeah, and there's absolutely no excuse to be offsides as a wide receiver. You don't need to listen to the snap count. You just look down at the ball, and when it moves, you go. And this has been one of the things that has plagued this Cowboys team, penalties, setting themselves back into long down situations all year long.
2nd down and 21. Hutchinson guns it, and it's incomplete. It skipped into Bryant. No catch. 3rd and 21.
It's a good job that time, I think, by Marvin Lewis. Knowing that Champ Bailey was dinged up, they went into a zone defense and basically just stood out there. Now these guys are getting into it. This is getting ugly. You know, you got the takedown and where are the girls? You guys go back to the girls.
It's grumpy old man. That's awful. Just stop.
I wouldn't call that a fight. Ugh. I don't know what I'd call it.
3rd down and 21. Pressure on Hutchinson. Able to get rid of it and somehow complete it. Way short of 1st down yardage. And they're still mixing it up. Back around Hutchinson. Bruce Smith has had a big day. After the completion to Wiley, it's going to be well short of 1st down yardage. 4th down coming up, but Hutchinson did well just to avoid the sack.
LeVar Arrington with the initial pressure around the corner, forcing Hutchinson to step up, and I don't know how in the world. He must have a 97-mile-an-hour fastball. And then Bruce Smith wouldn't let go of Hutchinson's leg. He was trying to get that sack record all in one play.
Well, and that's Chad Hutchinson. I tell you, he's a guy, he just doesn't take a lot out there on the field.
You like him, don't you?
I do like him.
Filipovich with a line drive punt. And it takes a Cowboy bounce inside the 15-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 11. 49-yard punt by Filipovich. Washington gets it back. They're up 3.
This Friday from 7 a.m. till noon only, it's the Early Bird Sale at Radio Shack. Shop early and save big with incredible deals, like this multi-function Sharp organizer, only $5. Fun, colorful M&M radios, only $5 each. The RC Goofy Jalopy and Hot Wheels Sweet 16 RC cars are just $15 each. And this home theater in a box with DVD is only $138 after a $30 mail-in rebate. All this Friday from 7 a.m. till noon only during the early bird sale at Radio Shack.
Now the one Billy made in 3rd grade. Aunt Sarah's angel.
Still got the wings.
Now I need the gingerbread house.
This time of year, what can you give the woman who gives all year? This would be a great way to start. A diamond bracelet from Kay Jewelers starting from only $99.95. And you can be assured of 2 things. First, that every Kay diamond is hand-selected for exceptional beauty. And second, that she'll absolutely love it.
Nice gingerbread house.
Every kiss begins with K.
Oh my gosh! You are so wonderful.
Thank you.
I mean, you're so pretty and tall, and who does your hair? And your smile. I know I'm babbling on, and meeting you, it's just made my day.
You're just saying that because I'm on TV.
You're on TV?
Use any Visa card this holiday season and everyone will want to be nice to you. Because each time you use your Visa card, you could win $10,000 for you and $10,000 for a friend.
Oh my gosh, I think you are so wonderful.
This Fox NFL special is brought to you by Visa. It's everywhere NFL fans want to be. By new MSN 8, it's better with the butterfly. MSN 8, more useful every day. By Ford, with 150 million vehicles sold, Ford is America's #1 choice. And by Nike.
Bradley tanks at Fort Hood as the crowd gets back into it. Stephen Davis running left, nothing. Lost yardage on the play. Loss of 2. Myers was there first for the Cowboys.
We saw in that last punt return, old Darrell Green making a play, pushing around a little bit. This is his final season, and of course he's going to go in the Hall of Fame. Intercepted 41 different quarterbacks during the course of his career. Still playing corner at age 42. NFL's fastest man 4 times. Joe, you'll be surprised to know I never won that competition, but he did 4 times.
2nd down and 12. Draw play to Davis, and the Redskins lose more yardage back to the 5. Loss of 3. Ellis. Greg Ellis with a stop. He's had a good year up front on the defense for Dallas.
Well, he really has. He takes an inside move right there. He's getting held as well by Jansen, but he keeps fighting through it. And Ellis, along with Leroy Glover, just push that offensive line back and just don't give him anywhere to run with the football.
See how daring Steve Spurrier is on 3rd down and 15, backed up, leading by 3.
Well, last time he threw it was intercepted for a touchdown.
A quick throw, Gardner looking to make a move. Nothing there. Time for a punt from the Redskins. Gain of 8 on the play. Derek Ross defending for Dallas.
And I think that's a play that maybe at the beginning of the season, Steve Spurrier wouldn't have called. Probably would have taken a shot down the field for the 1st down. But now, after having lived through the NFL and you know how tough it is to throw in those 3rd and extra long situations, just go ahead, bring your punt team out, let your defense try and win the game for you.
Tuthill, his 3rd punt. This one's end over end like one of his kicks. And it rolls out of bounds on the Dallas side of the 50. Good field position for the Cowboys. They trail by 3.
See the limited edition 007 Ford Thunderbird in Die Another Day.
Print me. Hey, look, my first fish. Hey, over here, print me.
Hey, pick me. I'm smiling.
Pick me, please.
You picked the dog over your brother?
No, not the dog.
The HP All-in-One printer with proof sheet makes it easy to pick and print just the right shots.
Oh, that hurts. Happy birthday, sweetheart.
Wow.
Yeah, I knew you'd like chocolate cake.
Yes, I will marry you.
What?
I love you.
Wow.
I'm engaged.
We're engaged.
I'm so surprised.
And I'm like, I'm the one that's surprised.
How long you been dating?
2 weeks.
Life is best told over a great-tasting Miller Lite at a place called Miller Time.
Hold on. Talk to her. She's excited.
Hey, hi, Mom.
Sheila Hyland on Pittsburgh's most watched 10 o'clock newscast on Fox 53.
It's the Queen Loses Kingdom. Hero fights villain. Boy saves the day motion picture family event. Star Wars, The Phantom Menace.
Saturday afternoon at 3 on Fox 53.
From the soldiers and the staff of the Army's Lynch Dining Facility at Fort Hood, Texas, we want to wish you a Happy Thanksgiving! Hey!
Again, happy Thanksgiving from all of us to you, and we thank you for joining us. The Lynch Dining Facility on Fort Hood, one of 11 facilities on lease, feeding about 75,000 soldiers and their families. The Dallas offense takes over. The Cowboys trailing by 3. You see the second half possessions for the Cowboys. Their one score on the interception return for the touchdown by Williams. Hutchinson airs it out. Galloway out of his reach.
We talked about the job Champ Bailey's been doing against Joey Galloway. Again, man-to-man coverage. Joey Galloway, if you don't get hands on him, he's as fast as anybody in the league. He's got a chance right there for a touchdown. Goes past the safety, David Terrell, but Chad Hutchinson just overthrows him.
I guarantee you, though, Joey Galloway went back to the bench that last time, called Bruce Coslett and said, listen, this guy is finally dinged a little bit. Let's take a shot down the field. And that's the second ball we've seen today that Chad Hutchinson has had wide open and just missed.
Here's a guy, Joey Galloway, who's been through 5 quarterbacks. The first one here in Dallas that he hooked up with was you, Troy. He's been through 3 systems in a couple of years, just 2+ years. And he said that you told him, I got 3 or 4 good years left, and then literally minutes later you were finished.
Yeah, well, he was finished too. He got hurt in the first game, but he has not played, with the exception of Warren Moon, with a veteran quarterback, and he has continually had to break in a lot of young guys.
Draw play is there for the Cowboys, and Emmitt Smith, the first down at the 42-yard line of the Redskins.
Yeah, and Emmitt Smith just eclipsed the 100-yard barrier for the second time this season. Has had a big day running the football. A lot of this offensive line, makeshift offensive line, has done a nice job. But even when there hasn't been very good holes, Emmitt Smith has showed the Evan Smith of old, making some people miss.
And Emmitt really has 4 banners in this stadium. That one and the 3 Super Bowl championships he had so much to do with.
16,986 total yards. Play action from Hutchinson off his back foot. Galloway, it's there. It's a touchdown, Cowboys.
Shows you the arm strength that Chad Hutchinson has. Again, you've got Joey Galloway working on a deep crossing route. Andre Lott there trying to make a play. Can't get there. But Chad Hutchinson, you take a look off the play action, moves to his right, throws off his back foot, and has the arm strength to get it on the money.
Cowboys lead by 4. He took 4 years off to play professional baseball, back with a sport that he loves, and the Cowboys lead in the 4th quarter.
Gina? You know, when I was first hired, we didn't have all these fancy integrated systems. Our sales program wasn't even linked with accounting. Warehouse platform in Chicago wasn't linked to anything, not even shipping. Back then, orders took days. Now they just take hours.
Wow, how long have you been working here?
A couple of months now.
With Microsoft Server software, you can quickly connect all aspects of your business. That's software for the agile business from Microsoft.
Thanks.
Enjoy, man.
A-Cube technology from Adidas, exclusively at Foot Locker.
See that? That ain't condensation. That's perspiration. They're sweating me because I don't live in their world. I'm the X Factor, the loose cannon, the road cop. So come on, partner. Let's ride. New Red Fusion from Dr. Pepper. Who's your soda?
This Friday from 7 a.m. till noon only, it's the early bird sale at Radio Shack. Get this DVD player for just $48 after a $10 mail-in rebate. And this home theater with DVD, only $138 after a $30 mail-in rebate. Radio Shack.
Warner and the Rams, Staley and the Eagles. It's a Fox NFL Sunday doubleheader this week. This Fox NFL special is brought to you by Radio Shack. You've got questions, we've got answers.
Well, the Dallas Cowboys came into this Thanksgiving Day game last in the league scoring points, averaging just over 12.5 per game. And with a rookie, Chad Hutchinson at the controls now, Cowboys trying to win their second consecutive game. Season high 24 points on the board and a 4-point lead. Looking for 10 in a row over their arch rival, the Washington Redskins. Kenny Watson. Wow. James Whalen wailed on him. Roy Williams first, and Whalen finished him. There is a penalty flag on the play.
Kenny Watson on the return. Offside, kicking team, number 31, 5-yard penalty, free kick.
That's why Williams got there first.
I'm not sure this returner is going to want to do this again. Been a pretty rough afternoon for Kenny Watson. He had the play where he dropped the ball that led to the Roy Williams touchdown, and then Roy Williams gets him again on this one.
There's Jeremiah Trotter, the middle linebacker and former Philadelphia Eagle on crutches. Led the Eagles in tackles the last 3 years. I think when you talk guys to Marvin Lewis, the defensive coordinator of the Redskins, he's been surprised at how much work he's had to do teaching a lot of these veterans this system and keeping guys from just running to the football. You see Arrington and others who just want to go get the football, and they leave the scheme behind, and that's when they're giving up big plays.
Right, and the thing that he's had to overcome, which he didn't have to overcome when he was at Baltimore, was that group in Baltimore was a young group, and they worked their way into his system. Here with the Redskins, these guys that came in, Jeremiah Trotter, Armstead, Arrington, those are guys that are established players, and they've had to try to learn a new system, and there's been some resistance with that.
Some? Bruce Smith, you throw a bunch of names into that one. Daryl Gardner, Dan Wilkinson, all those guys.
It's now Willie Jackson waiting deep with Rock Cartwright, and it's Cartwright who takes it from the 11. Fumbles. And got it back. Cartwright fumbled it, and then that little 5'7" body found it and fell on top of it.
Well, here's the fumble, and James Whalen again in the middle of that, which the ball came out. We'll go back and take a look at the touchdown on the previous play. Joey Galloway is going to go right here, but you take a look. Fred Smoot, the corner, right here has an opportunity to come up and make the play, but he falls down. Would not have been able to keep him from completing the pass, but could have very easily kept him from scoring.
From their own 27, down by 4. Wuerffel. Good run from Danny Wuerffel, and then is clocked as he was brought down shy of first down yardage.
There's no question, Joe, the turning point of this ball game was the drop by Kenny Watson that was intercepted by Roy Williams. Just a gift touchdown. The Cowboys were down 10 at that point, and now all of a sudden they just can't get the floodgates closed.
Second down and 1 for the Redskins. Play clock down to 4. Stephen Davis looking for first down yardage. Brought down, it looks like, short of it. Third down coming up for the Redskins. Tonight, it's a Thanksgiving treat. The Queen loses kingdom. Hero fights villain. Boy saves the day. Space adventure. Star Wars Episode 1. The Phantom Menace tonight. 8 Eastern, 7 Central here on Fox. Star Wars Episode 1. Don't know if it's the Jar Jar Binksless Star Wars or not. Tune in and find out. 3rd and 1. Fake reverse, and Wuerffel is sacked. Glover. You really have to question that play call on 3rd and inches.
Yeah, I think the old ball coach outsmarted himself on this one. Leroy Glover comes right up the field. Danny Wuerffel has no chance, but when you got something that's developing that slow against a group up front that can move up inside like Leroy Glover did, I don't agree with it all. You turn around, you hand the ball to Stephen Davis and let him pick up the yard.
Well, Alex Selfstead that time was left one-on-one against Leroy Glover, and that'll never work.
Tuthill. One of the all-time worst punts. Thanksgiving Day football. Spurrier's trying to keep his troops motivated. Dallas has taken over this game.
Happy anniversary, honey.
Yeah, happy anniversary.
There's something I gotta do.
Oh, yeah? What?
I love this woman! I love her!
What are you doing? Stop!
Okay, then I guess this will have to do.
Oh, my God. I love this man. I love him, I love him, I love him.
And now the end is near, and so I face the final bidding. From A to Z, from there to here, I shop the world, all while I'm sitting brand new and collectibles, thank you, on the information superhighway. You'll save more and find things like this when you do it eBay.
Welcome to the kingdom.
Are we there yet?
No.
Are we there yet?
No.
Simpsons Talking Watches, now only at Burger King. Just $2.39 each with the purchase of any value meal.
Cool your jets, man.
Burger.
Collect all 4. And our big double cheeseburger is just 99 cents with 2 slices of melted cheese and 2 juicy flame-broiled patties. It's more than a quarter pound of beef. Hurry, offers end soon.
This January, 20 women have been invited to a chateau in France to win the affection of one man who's wealthy beyond their wildest dreams. But things aren't always what they seem.
Oh, my God.
Joe Millionaire. Discover his secret this January on Fox.
Well, the point needs to be made again that James Tuthill is taking over for the injured Brian Barker, who left in the first half with a broken nose, and Tuthill's gotten off a couple of good punts. The last 2 have been ugly. The latest version, 18 yards. In good field position for Dallas, leading by 4 with 7:50 remaining. The ball at the Washington 43. Emmitt Smith's had a big day, and he adds to it. Down to the 35. Armstead made the tackle after a gain of 8. Here's the reaction after the punt. It's all you need to know.
Reaction by Spurrier as well, and that's all you need to know.
Spurrier even asked Danny Wuerffel to kick off first game of the year when Brett Conway went down with a quad injury. It's the only reason why Tuthill's even on this team is Emmitt Smith buys a little time, looks for a hole through which to run, and he's brought down a yard shy of a first down by Daryl Gardner.
Yeah, this really is a tribute to Emmitt Smith there today. You see all the numbers of what this guy has done over his career, but you also have to keep in mind that this has been a makeshift offensive line almost from the start of this season. Of course, Larry Allen being out, but Emmitt today has looked quicker than I've seen him in a long time. The little moves in the hole that we just didn't see in the early part of the season.
So Flozell Adams, who left in the first half with a sprained left ankle, he's back in there at the left tackle spot. Emmitt Smith, first down, Dallas.
And this is the part of the game that Emmitt Smith has always been so effective over the course of his career. When the fourth quarter's winding down and you're trying to hang on to a lead, so many times this team would give Emmitt Smith the football and let him run behind a big offensive line. This offensive line, as you mentioned, Chris, isn't what he's accustomed to, but he's still doing a great job, and the results are the same.
We also have to talk a little bit about Dave Campo and how much this game and the rest of the season means to his career, because he really needs to go on a little streak if he's going to keep his job.
On first down, Galloway. Strong throw from Hutchinson. A gain on the play of 8. And Hutchinson, you can see the confidence starting to grow for the first-year player.
Well, yeah, and in fact, this week the coaches commented on the fact that Chad Hutchinson just seemed a lot more confident after the success that he had last week, his best game throwing for over 300 yards last week, how much more confident he was in practice, and the whole team could sense that, and it's showing again out here today.
It's Quincy Carter, who started the first 7 games of this season for Dallas. Second down and 2. Hand off to Emmitt Smith, and he loses yardage.
You know, really coming up on a play right here that could very easily be the season, as Emmitt Smith very slow getting up now.
Carl Powell came through to make that stop, and the training staff rushes out to get a look at the future Hall of Famer. There's no doubt, Troy, and you mentioned it, Emmitt Smith has always been a big game running back, and he shows it here today at the age of 33. This is a big game for the Cowboys, and for Smith, he has a season high with around 120 yards on the ground, although he loses yardage here. His previous high was when he got 109 to break the Walter Payton record here against Seattle.
Yeah, I think that when he came out in that game against Seattle, knowing that the record was on the line, in fact, he admitted as much, that he wanted to break that record here at home, came out, knew the kind of effort that he was going to have to give, and he gave that effort, he got the record, and I really believe that him coming out here today, knowing that he was going to be running for one of the few times this season in front of a national audience, he wanted to show something, and that he has.
Bruce Smith's been showing a little something out here today, too. I think this is his best game of the year.
Third down and 5. And a toss, Hambrick running left. Trying to get to the corner and out of bounds right at the marker. They're going to mark him short of first down yardage. And the crowd groans in that area of the stands as Hambrick came up short.
Boy, ordinarily this would be a no-brainer field goal situation to try and take a 7-point lead. But with the way the kicking game for the Cowboys have been going, I think some of the players and almost all the fans are hoping they go for it.
Well, it looked to me like he might. I don't know. It looked to me like from here that he might have been able to have picked up that first down, maybe worth a challenge, but on second review, maybe he didn't.
This will be a 42-yard try. Cundiff missed his last try, which was 37 yards. This is to make it a 7-point game. And it's good. Dave Campo never hesitated. When Hambrick came up short of the first down, he said kick it immediately, and it's a 7-point Dallas lead with 4:23 left. the doubleheader this Sunday on Fox. Big early game, the Bears at the Packers. Green Bay trying to get it back together after bad weeks at Minnesota, then in Tampa Bay. And the Rams and Eagles. Rams fighting to stay alive. They pretty much have to win out to have a chance at the playoffs. Eagles, what a tremendous job done by Coy Detmer, who went down with an injury after filling in for Donovan McNabb, and A.J. Feely will make the start on Sunday.
How about the Mike Sherman, Warren Sapp situation? You consider that one a cheap shot? We were there. What do you think?
I didn't. I mean, obviously it was within the framework of the rules, and you know, was it unnecessary? Did he have to do it? No, he didn't have to do it. But at the time that it happened, I didn't think anything of it, and I certainly don't think there was anything wrong with Mike Sherman getting upset about it either. He's obviously wanted to protect his guys.
Well, I tell you what, if you're a player on the Green Bay Packers and you've watched your head coach go protect one of your own and essentially go over and be willing to get in a fight with Warren Sapp, because you never know what Warren Sapp's reaction is going to be at that point, I think his stock in the Green Bay Packer locker room is going to go way up at this point. What a dynamic move it was for the head coach.
Cundiff gets rid of it. Brock Cartwright from inside the 10. Right up the middle of the field. Good return for Cartwright. They'll mark him down at the 40. Good field position for the Washington Redskins, who trail by 7. Take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. The top 6 make the playoffs, and right now that would be Atlanta and New Orleans joining the division leaders.
Yeah, and one of those divisional leaders, Philadelphia. And how about the job Andy Reid has done with that group? They lose Donovan McNabb, the guy who does everything for that football team. They get Coy Detmer ready to play. He's playing outstanding. He goes down. A.J. Feely goes from the inactive third quarterback to making his first start Sunday afternoon.
Danny Wuerffel out of the shotgun. Throws, has Gardner, but the pass was behind him. Incomplete.
Yeah, I think Danny Wuerffel was expecting something different. He had a chance, but these are the balls that you have to complete. You got the game on the line. You've got to drive down the field and get a touchdown. And Gardner was thinking one thing, and Danny Wuerffel was thinking something else.
4:11 left. Washington has only one timeout remaining. 2nd and 10. Pressure on Wuerffel, lets it go. Incomplete. Jackson, the intended receiver, and Leroy Glover came in with pressure and hit Wuerffel as he let it go.
Yeah, and they moved Leroy Glover around. This time he's going to be playing down here at the bottom. There's just no match right there. John Jansen trying to block him, but Leroy Glover, one of the better pass rushers in this game, and the Cowboys doing a nice job of moving him around, getting pressure on Danny Wuerffel.
And John Jansen, one of the better tackles in football that Leroy was working against.
3rd and 10. Play clock down to 2. Wuerffel has plenty of room. Has a first down. Out of bounds inside the 45. They'll mark him out at the 43.
Well, and again, the Cowboys were in their 6 defensive back set, but they were man-to-man across the board. And as you take a look, every one of these defensive backs is going to be running with the receiver. And as a result, it leaves all this room here for Danny Wuerffel to run. Roy Williams has to peel off his man in order to get over there and get into the play.
And we saw the Redskins drop back all 3 times in that situation. They really have abandoned any concept of giving the ball to Stephen Davis, even though they have plenty of time here.
See a little extra shove from Roy Williams at the end of that play. And the bench area on Wuerffel. Blitz coming. Coakley doesn't get there, and the pass is complete to Doring. A yard shy of a first down.
That's a heck of a catch right there by Doring.
And Danny Wuerffel, though, is a guy that probably gives Steve Spurrier the best chance with this offense. That time the Cowboys came with the blitz, and Wuerffel knew he had it on the back side of that and just stays so calm in the pocket. That's what Steve was talking about last night, that even when he sends in bad plays in the huddle, Danny Wuerffel has a way of cleaning things up for him and creating offense.
only 3 of his last 10. But a 2nd down and 1 here for Washington, down by 7. Wuerffel throws. Gardner's underthrown, and it's incomplete. Ross nearly had his 2nd interception of the day.
Well, it's the same thing that happened last time when he had the interception. They were working on a rolled coverage. Derrick Ross has help over the top by Tony Dixon. There's no way you can fit that ball in there. You've got to go elsewhere with the football. Last time he tried doing it, it was intercepted. Should have had another interception on that play.
3rd down and 1. And Wuerffel will keep it. And it depends on the spot. It's 2-down territory anyway. 2 downs to get 1 yard. And it's going to be 4th down and less than 1 yard here for Washington.
And again, a situation where it was 3rd and short yardage, and Stephen Davis not in the ball game.
Well, they just brought him in, and the Roy Glover's having a heck of a ball game as well. He's been involved in a lot of plays here down the stretch.
Davis. Depends on the spot. It looked like Davis came up short of a 1st down. And if he did, Dallas will take over. We are going to have a measurement, but it sure looked like Davis came up short. Spurrier doesn't look too confident.
And as much as you want to make the playoffs, when you have 3rd down and a yard and you go for a yard twice, here we go, the basic bread and butter play right here for the Redskins. This is their favorite running play. See if Stephen Davis gets to the line. I don't even think he got close.
And that interior line of the Washington Redskins is not the strength of that group. The strength is really the tackles. And when you start pulling offensive linemen on 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, you're going to have problems because the defensive line is going to create the push.
Washington had to burn 2 timeouts early. They're left with only 1. Emmett gets to the corner. And the 33-year-old is down to the 45-yard line of the Redskins.
Well, I think it's about time to pull the old galloping gobbler out of the case and write Emmitt Smith's name on it. This guy has just had one fantastic afternoon. And everything that's said about Emmitt Smith is that, yeah, he's great between the tackles, but he doesn't have the speed anymore to get out around the corner. Today we've seen him inside, we've seen him outside, we've seen him make plays of Emmitt Smith 10 years before.
Up over the 17,000-yard mark as he continues to add to his record. From the 45-yard line, it's 1st down. And they just keep handing it to Smith.
Now, the thing that's most surprising is the fact that the Washington Redskins clearly know that number 22 is going to be getting the ball in this situation, yet there's nothing they've been able to do about it.
Well, they really have been working over here on the left side, and Bruce Smith, for all he can do with the pass rush, is the guy that if you're going to run at somebody, that's the side you're going to run to.
2 minutes left. The Cowboys 2 minutes away from their 10th consecutive victory over Washington.
This Fox NFL special is brought to you by Budweiser, delivering beer at its best with the crisp, clean, and refreshing taste known only to the king of beers.
Game day kicks off in the dawn's early light. Work behind the scenes to get it right. From the pigskin makers to the hard hat men, the special teams and the big game plan. This is for the people who never play it down, but really make it rock when the game's in town. This buck's for you. And you and you and you. This buck's for you.
You don't already have one of those, do you? If you want, you can store here in my toolbox.
This Friday at Sears from 6 to 11 a.m. Save on lots of Craftsman tools, like 50% off these wrench, screwdriver sets, and more. Sears, where else?
They'd wanted to turn street money into smart money.
I didn't know you were going to bring it to me all in cash.
But they trusted the wrong man.
Hey, Vic, he took the money.
Go back to your get-out.
Empire. Rated R. At theaters December 6th.
Okay, guys. Get this bird put away, and we're done for the day.
With a new available Power Stroke diesel, 5-speed automatic torque shift transmission, and the most torque and horsepower of any diesel pickup, F-Series Super Duty goes way beyond just getting the job done. F-Series, the best-selling truck on the planet, is built Ford tough.
7-point lead for the Dallas Cowboys. 2 minutes remain. Dallas with a second down. And Washington with only one timeout remaining.
And really, the curse continues for the Washington Redskins with this Dallas Cowboys team.
Barring the miraculous, there will be no game ball presented from the Redskins team to Daniel Snyder at the end of this game. Emmitt Smith on a toss gets brought down behind the line of scrimmage, and the Redskins will spend their final timeout. It'll be a third down for the Cowboys, and they are outside field goal range. So a stop here by Washington should get them the ball back. The question is, they haven't really been able to move the ball much at all in this second half, and they'll need to get into the end zone to tie it.
Yeah, they've not had much success moving the football. You're right. This is a key play right here, and they get some time on the clock. Of course, they won't have any timeouts if they do get the ball back, but at least they'll be given one more opportunity to try to go the length of this field and tie this game up.
You know, at least part of the story here today has been some of the injuries on the defensive side for the Washington Redskins. Jeremiah Trotter out, Dan Wilkinson has been out. But on that long touchdown pass to Joey Galloway, you had Champ Bailey, who had been limping around a few plays before, so they were in the zone defense. Then David Terrell goes out, and Andre Lott's the one that ends up getting beat on the play. Give a lot of credit to Bruce Coslett for picking out those soft spots after the injuries and taking advantage.
On the ground today, the Redskins have rushed for 83 yards, while the Cowboys 211. And this quarter has been dominated by Dallas. Third down and 5. A first down would essentially ice the game, and who do they give it to? They give it to Hambrick. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. And they'll bring up fourth down.
Well, no question there that was the right play call by Bruce Coslett. Probably not going to pick up the first down by running the football there, and I'm sure he knows that, but what it does is it keeps the clock running, whereas if they had tried to pick up the first down, throwing the ball, an incompletion stops the clock and gives the Redskins more time.
Boy, I tell you what, not only did Emmitt Smith have a great day today, but Chad Hutchinson now for the second week in a row is making all the plays, making all the throws, and not making the big mistakes that we've seen from young quarterbacks in the past.
Yeah, that's the big thing. In the 5 starts that he's had, he did not have any interceptions with the exception of last week. He had 2. Today he comes out, has 2 touchdown passes and no interceptions.
And you think about a couple that he missed, those numbers could have been greatly increased. He missed 2 guys that were open on long passes. But you have to be pretty pleased if you're Jerry Jones right now with what you've seen over the last couple of weeks.
Fourth down.
So the delay game has declined by Washington, and Filipovic, with 1:07 remaining in this game, is waiting for the snap. Nobody deep for the Redskins as they'll go for the block. Filipovic has not had one block this season. Just a quick one step and get rid of it. But he booms it into the end zone for a touchback, a penalty flag on the play. It's going to be a hold, and
I think Steve Spurrier will decline this and just take it on the 20-yard line.
Holding, kicking team, number 44, 10-yard penalty, fourth down.
Well, all you're going to do is just eat more time off the clock, and the result that you get on the punt may not be as good as what it was.
Well, I'll tell you what, they ran off about 5 seconds off the clock after the ball had already gone through the end zone.
Now they're begging Champ Bailey to get back to try for a return, and by accepting the penalty, if nothing else, it gives the Redskins another chance to try and block it. Although they now have men deep, whereas the first time they didn't. Darrell Green is back deep with Bailey. Goes Terrell, one of the safeties for Washington.
I wouldn't kick this thing to Champ Bailey. I'd kick it right out of bounds.
Just did get it away. On a hop, Bailey. Smothered. Dexter Coakley with the tackle. In the end, the Redskins lose 5 yards and an extra 10 seconds off the clock. We came in talking about Emmitt Smith. We'll go out talking about Emmitt Smith with the kind of day that he has had today. 23 carries, 144 yards, and he steps up the national stage in the spotlight on Thanksgiving. His best rushing day of the season. Season in which he broke Walter Payton's all-time rushing yardage record. Wuerffel throws, wide open is Doring along the sideline, and now only 40 seconds remain. The Redskins with no timeouts left, down by 7.
No timeouts and a long way to go to get into the end zone. 78 yards to be exact. So what they've got to do is they've got to try to get the ball like what they did there, get it along the sidelines and get out of bounds and be smart about it. But at some point in this drive, they've got to take a shot down the middle in order to get the necessary yards that they need to give them a realistic shot of putting the ball into the end zone in the air.
2nd down and 4. Wuerffel over the middle, floats it, incomplete. McCants, the intended receiver.
And that's a play McCants has to make. Pretty good throw. You're going to have very few opportunities in order to make up that kind of yardage in a 2-minute situation. McCants has a chance. He gets his hands on the ball there, but Lynn Scott knocks it out. Should have been caught.
Yeah, give a little credit there to Lynn Scott, too. He got in and was able to strip that football away, but not many more opportunities now for the Redskins.
3rd down and 4. Wuerffel nowhere to throw it. Incomplete. And now it's 4th down. Doring could not make the catch, keep his feet in, and it's 4th and 4.
Well, now you have a couple of choices. You either take your shot for the 4 yards and pick up the 1st down, but you're also getting close to the point where you only have 2 Hail Marys to have a shot to get in this game, because now you complete a Hail Mary, you could barely get the clock stopped.
Needing a 1st down right now, they dump it off to Watson. He stays in bounds as he gets the 1st down, and the clock continues to run.
And I don't like that play call at all, because you get the 1st down, but it takes so much time off the clock to run a screen pass and get those yards that now you've got 1 play left, and Danny Wuerffel does not even have close enough arm to get this thing anywhere near the end zone.
They're going to call procedure here against the offense.
Oh, that's game over then.
A 10-second runoff,
yeah.
Game over.
Inside the last minute, you get a penalty on the offense. It's a 10-second runoff.
You see Ramsey coming in. He has the bigger arm. But the officials are looking over to the sideline as if to ask the Cowboys if they want to accept the penalty.
Illegal formation, offense, number 85, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 1st down.
They're forgetting that there's a 10-second runoff here. Dave Campo has got to ask the question. This is a 10-second runoff. But they're going to allow Washington 1 more play. Now they're getting together.
I think the replay officials,
they're just saying that it is 1st down. So the final play of this Thanksgiving Day, barring a defensive penalty. Ramsey lets it fly, and it's picked off. Dallas wins. Mario Edwards gets his second of the game. So the Dallas Cowboys have made it 10 straight over the Washington Redskins. And for all intents and purposes, the Washington Redskins playoff hopes may end here today in what was a huge day for Emmitt Smith.
Yeah, and I don't know what's going to happen to Emmitt Smith, and he doesn't know what's going to happen to him next year, whether or not he'll be with the Dallas Cowboys. But today, he showed everybody that he can still play and play at a high level in this league.
You know, it's a pretty good day to have that kind of a day, too, with the entire league sitting around having a little turkey and enjoying Emmitt Smith's day.
Dallas now 6-0 against Washington on Thanksgiving. The presentation of the Galloping Gobbler is coming up in just moments here in Dallas. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Dallas wins at 27-20. More to come from Texas Stadium.
Buddy Holly sang to Peggy Sue and his legend grew just like Dr. Pepper. Let's raise a Dr. Pepper who lives individuality and gives life a personality. Nothing's better than Dr. Pepper.
Hey, Spider-Man fans, you could win a Sony home theater, Spider-Man DVD, or thousands of other prizes, only on specially marked packages of Dr. Pepper.
The Maglite flashlight. We could go on and on why Maglite is one of the world's most durable flashlights. Or we could just hit it with a Mack truck.
MP3 player last night with all of her favorite songs.
Gateway PCs feature Intel Pentium 4 processors.
Change that to 6. I'm happy to meet him. Get Prebe on a plane today, okay? I need him here. I'll take the meeting, just keep it short. Well, just as long as I'm out by 7. Hang on a second. Thomas, did we get a new car?
Oh, no, sir. Your car is in for service. This is my car.
Surprise yourself with the simple elegance of the Ford Taurus. If you haven't looked at Ford lately, look again.
What's brown to me? One word. Mahoney. Mahoney does the work of 3. So instead of 3 different guys for ground deliveries, overnight, and international.
Hey, how you doing?
And 3 different pickup times, all I need is 1 Mahoney and 1 pickup. You wore the shorts for TV, didn't you?
One driver, 1 pickup, 1 reliable network. UPS, what can Brown do for you?
Be there from the first note to the final vote. The next American Idol, this January on Fox.
The Dallas Cowboys win at 27-20. A huge day today from Emmitt Smith. UPS delivers a chance for you to win a big screen TV. To watch the big game, just log on to foxsports.com. Our UPS leaderboard, Danny Wuerffel at quarterback for Washington. Emmitt Smith, 144 yards on the ground, his biggest game on the ground in 2 years. And Thompson with 6 catches, the wide receiver spot for Washington. Our Dr. Pepper play of the day is easily the play that turned this thing around. And it was the Roy Williams 5-yard interception return for the touchdown that really turned this game around. Let's go down for the trophy presentation to Pam Oliver.
Okay, thanks a lot, Joe. Emmett, you seem to run like a man possessed. Not a bad performance at all for an old man. Were you trying to show the world something today?
No, I don't know if I was trying to show the world anything. I think I just came out, tried to do my job. I think the O-line did a wonderful job of opening up running lanes for me. And Robert led the way, and I just found the holes and just took off running.
So without further ado, we have to bring in our director of security for the A-team, Michael Stevepak. It's his birthday, too, by the way. He's got a very special piece of hardware for you. All the awards you've won over the years.
Thank you. What is this? Look like Chris Collinsworth got his own bobblehead doll, huh?
Emmett, you read our minds up there in the booth.
That's something special right there.
Yeah. You have any place special for that, something special to go?
I might put it somewhere close to some of the Gator stuff so I can have a good memory of Chris.
I know it's going to be a treasure for you, though. And out of all the hardware, where does this one rank?
You know, do you want me to tell you the truth?
Yeah. Absolutely. Right at the bottom, right?
I'm going to put this in my little boy's room. Maybe he have something to play with for a little while.
Hey.
This is pretty special, though.
Hey, Emmett, this is Troy.
What's up, partner?
So many people have been saying, hey, the guy's running out of gas. He doesn't have it left. You showed the world today that you still got it. How does it feel?
It feels great, and it feels real nice to have some running lanes and as big as they were today, and we executed quite well offensively, and we had the passing game working as well as the run game, and we took full advantage of it.
Hold that baby up and just give us a big smile, Emmett.
All right, here you go.
Hall of Famer, all-time NFL rushing yardage leader, Emmitt Smith, with the first Galloping Gobbler Award here at Texas Stadium. Our thanks to Emmitt Smith, and congratulations to the Cowboys, 10 straight over Washington, a final of 27-20. I'm Joe Buck for Troy Aikman, Chris Collinsworth, and Pam Oliver. So long from Dallas. 27-20 Cowboys. Up next, the Autotrader.com post-game show. JB and the gang, it's all yours. Happy Thanksgiving once again, folks.
It's the Autotrader.com post-game show. Brought to you by Autotrader.com. Sell your car fast on the ultimate automotive classified site.
Tonight, it's a Fox Thanksgiving treat. The Queen loses kingdom. Hero fights villain. Boy saves the day. Space adventure. A family holiday event. Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Tonight at 8, 7 Central. That's less than 15 minutes for those of you on the East Coast and Central. And here's what's coming up Sunday.
I think that we both should recognize that you knew that I really didn't think 500 coaches could coach this football team. That I really didn't believe that.
Of all the things, that hurt me more than anything. And I know that I've made statements about you that have hurt you. I mean, and, you know, but I will say this, I always reserve the right to take a shot every now and then.
As we welcome you to the Autotrader.com post-game report here in Los Angeles, Studio 2A. Jimmy, it looks like you two got into some juicy stuff indeed.
JB, some great memories in there, and great memories also for Emmitt Smith. I mean, you know, it just tells you greatness. You know, he might not be able to do it every week, but he can still do it, and that is an ugly trophy.
And you know what, hold on. Since you have sat down with Jerry Jones, you know the Cowboys are
undefeated.
2-0.
Hey, maybe
still have the touch.
Maybe a little special touch, bringing them back good stuff, you know?
Can I just interrupt?
Yeah, do it.
Just for a second.
Please.
Of all the things that you've said about me over the years.
And I've said some hurtful things about you,
I'm
too.
Give me some tissue! Give me some tissue!
You know what? Now, that was sickening and a horrible way to wrap up Thanksgiving Day. I hope your Thanksgiving Day went a whole lot better than that little hug there. Hey, you know, these two are going out to a movie together later on tonight. We'll see you on Sunday.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
You killed me, Jimmy.
Fox Sports thanks you for watching this presentation of the National Football League. The NFL is online at www.nfl.com. Home, the 2003, 2005, and 2007 Daytona 500. Super Bowl Bowl 39, and through 2006, the home to baseball's All-Star Game and World Series. This has been a presentation of Fox Sports.
Value City's After Thanksgiving sale continues through Saturday, featuring